Welcome to WWI News. I am typing here in Paris, France, where the weather is about 50 degrees. It's a nice day, and I'm here to interview George Clemencia, Stephen Picon, David Lloyd George, Arthur James Balfour, Woodrow Wilson, and Robert Lansing. Also, I'm interviewing Vittorio Emanuele Orlando and Sydney Sonamimo at the Paris Peace Conference. Okay, follow me to meet the people. I'm here with David Lloyd George of Britain. And David, I have one question for you. What are your opinions on Woodrow Wilson and his ideas of peace?
I think that Woodrow Wilson is being overly hopeful with his visions of peace and forgiveness of Germany. Woodrow Wilson wants to free Germany, wants to let Germany be their own country, do their own thing. I think that Germany needs to be put down. They need to be stripped of all their capabilities. They're a nasty group of people. I mean, they're terrible.
Thank you, David George from Britain, for coming. Hi, typing again. Here at WWI News in Paris, France, at the Paris Peace Conference. I am here interviewing George Clemencia. George, what are your opinions on Woodrow Wilson?
I believe that Woodrow Wilson, the representative of the United States of America, thinks that he is another Jesus Christ, come to earth to reform men. It's blasphemy. He's not Jesus Christ. He's a silly Democrat guy. They need to be a little bit harder on the Germans. They want to give the Germans free rein. The Germans need to be put down. They need to be limited. They need to be beaten down into the ground. They need to be taught a lesson.
Thank you, George Clemencia from France, for being here on this day. I'm here now with Woodrow Wilson from the U.S. What are your opinions on war?
I believe that the world must be made safer for democracy. Its peace must be planted upon the tested foundations of political liberty. We have no selfish ends to serve. We desire no conquest, no dominion. We seek no indemnities for ourselves, no material compensation for the sacrifices that we shall freely make. We are but one of the champions of the rights of mankind. We shall be satisfied when those rights have been made as secure as the faith and the freedom of nations can make them. Hello, everyone. I'm Woodrow Wilson. I believe that we must utilize my 14 points. My 14 points are the essential basis of a just and lasting peace. We must have open covenants of peace. We all must agree to peace, and these peace agreements must all be available. We must have absolute freedom to navigate on the seas. Nations must remove economic barriers that prevent trade with other nations. We must have adequate guarantees given and taken that national armaments will be reduced. We must have a free, open-minded, and impartial judgment of colonial claims. We must eliminate all sorts of imperialist influence in this modern world. we must also provide provisions for a League of Nations, quite similar to the Concert of Europe, that provided for keeping peace among other nations.
Thank you, Woodrow Wilson from the U.S. Sadly, Vittorio Emanuele Orlando could not make it today to our Paris Peace Conference here in Paris, France, where it is still 50 degrees and still a lovely day. Thank you for watching WWI News.